confidence. Why is it that some senior leaders have it and seem to have it in spades and others seem to lack it? This is something that I've encountered many times working with senior executives. And particularly in some instances, I've even had people say, "Phil, I feel like a fraud." So one of the things we work on is to try to understand why is it that a person who has obviously got themselves up into a very senior position in an organisation all of a sudden feels like they lack confidence, and in some instances feel like they are paralysed to make decisions. So what I explain to them is simply how confidence works. So to me, it's made up of two things. One of them being doubt, the other being self-belief. So let's break those two things down. Doubt. Doubt is something we have anytime we do something new, anytime we get out of our comfort zones. It's there to protect us. It's there to check that we're doing the right thing. It's there to make sure that we don't become reckless. It is a subconscious result of getting out of our comfort zones. It's a good thing. Self-belief is our belief in our abilities. It's made up of our self-esteem, it's made up of our self-image. It's how we feel about ourselves and how we see ourselves, based on our experiences, based on our past. Now, quite simply, it works like this. When our self-belief is greater than our doubt, we have confidence. If our self-belief has a greater gap between our doubt, we are supremely confident. And in fact, if it gets too great, we can become arrogant. We don't want to get there. But when our doubt is greater than our self-belief, when it overtakes our self-belief, we lack confidence. We don't have it. And even worse, when the gap between our doubt and our self-belief increases, we get to a point where we can become paralysed, where we fail to make decisions. We feel like we can't move forward. We feel overwhelmed and we don't know what it is or how we're going to get ourselves out of this situation. So one of the things we work on is to say, okay, how are we going to move forward? How are we going to change the situation and build the confidence back? Now clearly you can work on the doubt and you can say, you know what, the doubt is there to protect me. I understand it. I know why it's there. It's to stop me being reckless. But the key to this, in my eyes, is to work on the self-belief. And the way that I do that is to get people to remember back to previous situations they've been in, where they've felt in a similar way, where they've been on a project or they've been promoted or they're in something that's new and uncomfortable for them, but how they got through it. And what they do is they start to realise that there's these internal mechanisms, this belief that they have in themselves, in their ability, that allows them to move forward, that allows them to make decisions. And when they get that motivation and when they get that energy and they start moving forward, they in fact build their self-belief. And as they start to get that positive momentum and get a couple of wins on the board, that grows and it gets them out of the situation. We've all got experiences where we felt like we can't move forward, but we've got out of them. Remembering those and using those to remind us of how we did it once before and how we'll do it again is how we will create the confidence necessary in any situation to be able to succeed. I hope this tip has helped you, and I wish you all the best.